So again, so electric potential energy. Energy. Okay, so for electric potential energy, again, let's say yung particle is exposed sa electric field. Let's say we have two plates. Okay, yung two plates na to is meron siyang positive plate sa baba and it has a negative plate sa taas. And again, makakapag-measure tayo ng baliktad. Okay, pwede na yan. So makakapag-measure tayo ng potential energy when we define an origin. So again, yung origin is kung saan natin ilagay yung origin, doon magzi-zero yung potential energy. So let's say the origin is placed dito sa bottom ng plate. So ibig sabihin, we will define this location as the zero potential energy location. Okay, so kung ito yung electric field, pataas siya. Okay, pataas yung electric field. And if this is the particle with charge Q0, ano yung magiging potential energy niya? So the electric potential energies, which is yung distance niya from the chosen origin, ang magiging potential energy niya ngayon is negative Q0 E times Y. Okay, so this is the electric potential energy. Electric potential energy. So siguro para ma-distinguish natin siya sa gravitational potential energy, lagyan mo na lang ng subscript letter E. Okay, U sub E. So para ma-distinguish natin siya sa gravitational potential energy, which is mg times Y. Okay, so this is the gravitational potential energy. Gravitational potential energy. So nakita natin yung similarity between the two. And we have already derived yung potential energy na to. Okay, itong electric potential energy from the work done, which is the integral of F dot dl. Okay, so dito, dinefine na natin siya. Okay, and dinerive natin to using the integral formulation. Okay, and ginamit natin yung fact na negative change in potential energy yung work done. Okay, so this is the work done. Okay, work done by a conservative force. So remember, valid lang yung work done is equal to negative change in potential energy if yung force applied doon sa object or charge is conservative. Okay, so work done by a conservative force. So electric force or the Coulomb force is conservative. Okay, so ibig sabihin natin ang conservative is path independent yung work done. So the work done is path independent. Okay, so wala siyang pakialam no kung ano yung magiging path ng particle. So independent. Okay, which is may pakialam lang siya doon sa endpoints, no? Endpoints only. Okay, doon lang siya sa endpoints, no? So magbabago lang yung work done if nagbago yung endpoints. Okay, so meron na tayong work done, electric potential energy. Define din natin yung potential. Okay, potential. So yung electric potential energy is denoted as letter U sub E. Okay, or simply letter U. Then yung potential naman is V. Okay, or pwede din naman natin siyang tawaging electric potential. So tatanggalin mo lang yung word na energy and kaiba na sila ng meaning. So electric potential or simply potential is dinedefine natin as electric potential energy. Okay, electric potential energy per unit charge. Okay, so ibig sabihin, yung potential is the electric potential energy. Electric potential energy per unit charge basis. Okay, charge basis. So makukuha mo ano yung magiging potential energy ng system per unit charge. Okay, so ngayon itong potential na 'to can be represented by what we call scalar field. Okay, kasi isa nga siyang scalar. So can be represented, okay, by a scalar field. Okay, and also, we can realize na based dito sa formula, potential is charge independent. So ibig sabihin, yung potential is present kahit na walang charge na present, no? So like nandiyan siya. Okay? So let's say meron tayong scalar field. Yung scalar field is represent natin as dots. Okay, meron kang dots. So yung dots na yan represented by well, each value ng dots ay is merong value ng scalar field or scalar which is potential in this case. So nag-e-exist yan kahit na walang charge. Okay, so maglagay ako ng charge diyan or wala, present yung scalar field. Okay, present yung potential field. Okay? So nandiyan siya. So ibig sabihin siya ay charge independent. So mukha lang siyang charge dependent kasi merong charge dito but it's not. Kasi remember, magbabago yung potential energy pag nagbago din yung charge. So ibig sabihin, the potential is wala siyang pakialam doon sa value ng charge na present doon sa field. Okay? So ngayon, ang SI unit ng potential is joules per coulomb or we will call this volts. Okay? So volts, no? So let's say, ang potential sa region na to is 2 volts. Okay, dito sa location na 'to, it's 2 volts. So kahit maglagay ako diyan ng 1 coulomb, 2 coulombs, 100 coulomb, 1,000 coulombs na charge, the potential there will remain 2 volts. Okay, so magiging 2 volts lang siya. And let's say naglagay ako ng 2 coulomb na charge sa location na 'yan. Ano yung magiging potential energy? So potential energy is equal to charge times the potential at that location. So meron kang 2 coulombs times 2 volts. So ibig sabihin meron kang 4 joules of potential energy. So ibig sabihin 'pag merong 2 coulombs diyan, the potential energy of the system will be 4 joules. Okay, magiging 4 joules siya. Okay, so that's how we interpret potential. So potential energy per unit charge, no? Ngayon, yung potential, if the potential energy, I mean, potential energy is origin dependent, no? Origin dependent. Then, potential is also origin dependent. Is also origin dependent. Okay, origin dependent. So, depende sa origin, no? So, ibig sabihin, yung value ng potential is somewhat arbitrary, no? Or hindi siya unique. Okay, the value of the potential is not unique. Okay, so it can have any values. Okay, depende doon sa origin na pinili natin. So this location can have a 2 volts, 4 volts, 100 volts na potential. Okay, depende kung saan mo dinefine yung origin. Okay, kung saan mo siya mini-measure with respect to. Okay, so ganun siya. Wala. Siguro ano, kung origin halimbawa sa Earth, pwede yung ground palagi, no? Kadalasan ganun. Or kung saan pinaka-convenient i-define yung zero potential or zero potential energy. Oo. So kung saan siya pinaka-convenient kasi depende sa ika-calculate mo. Depende sa ika-calculate mo. Okay, so, okay, alam na natin yung potential and also meron ding potential from a charge. Okay, so let's say meron tayong charge and this charge creates an electric field. Okay, alam natin 'yan. Nagke-create siya ng electric field. Okay, itong charge na 'to, whether it's inward or outward, depende kung negative or positive siya. Okay, and dahil meron siyang electric field sa location na 'yan, let's say maglagay ako ng charge particle sa location na 'yan, makakaranas siya ng force, right? So the force will be, kumbaga i-summarize natin, the force will be the charge times the electric field. Okay, so ito yung Coulomb force na mararanasan ng charge sa location na 'yan. And also dahil may interaction yung charge capital Q and charge small q0. Okay? So ibig sabihin merong potential energy yung system. Okay? And the potential energy of the system will be ito siya no, yung potential energy ng system. So we have K Q capital Q, hindi walang absolute ha, times Q0 over R. Okay? So yan ngayon yung potential energy ng system. Okay? So this is the potential energy ng system. Now, dahil may potential energy yung system, ibig sabihin, itong charge capital Q na 'to is meron ngayong potential, okay, values ng potential around it. Okay? At yung potential or the potential energy per unit charge, okay, at each location around this particle, capital Q, is equal to K. Kasi remember how do we define that? So we define that as U over Q0. So ibig sabihin, yung V is equal to K Q over R. Right? So ganyan natin siya dinedefine. Okay? So ibig sabihin, okay, may force, then may potential energy, and also meron ding potential. Okay, wait lang. Maghanap tayo ng mga sample problems. Yeah. Maghanap tayo ng mga sample problems. Okay. So again, this is the force due to force exerted by the electric field. So define natin by words, exerted by the electric field. Okay, and this is the potential energy. Potential energy of the system. And also, meron din tayong potential due to Q. Okay, due to the charge, no, na nagke-create nung electric field. Okay, so now, okay, alam na natin kung ano yung mga nangyayari if meron tayong interaction and also merong presence ng charge. Okay, kahit na again kahit na yung charge lang yun nandito, capital Q. Okay, may maki-create siyang potential around. Okay, may maki-create siyang potential around, no? So dito is V1, V sub 2, V sub 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. Okay, kahit na walang present na charge, okay, nearby dito sa capital Q, the potential will exist. Gets ba? Okay, so mag-e-exist siya kahit na wala yung Q0. Okay, so without Q0, so important to, without Q0, the potential V will still exist. Okay, so ibig sabihin siya ay, again, charge independent. Okay, charge independent siya. And pwede natin siya ma-represent by this scalar field, okay, around the particle, no? Siguro kung pwede kang gumamit ng mga software, pwedeng may kulay yan. O halimbawa, positive to. So malapit sa charge, kulay red. Tapos habang lumalayo nagiging kulay blue, tapos habang lumalayo nagiging white. So ibig sabihin parang nagfe-fade. Gets mo ba? So you have this field, okay, na merong mga colors na pwedeng magbigay ng feel sa'yo ng magnitude ng potential around. Okay, so red dahil mataas, okay? So malapit sa charge. Then habang lumalayo nagiging white, nagfe-fade yung kulay. Kasi lumiliit yung magnitude. Okay? Lumiliit yung magnitude. Pero pag negative naman, baliktad. Okay, baliktad naman pag negative. Okay, pag negative, high potential sa malayo, low potential pag malapit sa kanya. Okay, so yun. So again, ganito siya, no? Okay, kapag positive charge, kapag lumalayo ka sa kanya, so that is the direction of decreasing potential. Decreasing potential. Then kapag negative naman, papalapit ka sa kanya, yan naman yung direction ng decreasing potential. So baliktad. Okay? Then pag palapit ka naman sa positive, increasing potential yan, baliktad. Increasing potential. Okay? Pag naman sa negative, papalapit ka sa, palayo ka sa kanya, yan naman din yung increasing potential. So medyo nakaka-confuse nga lang 'to, 'no? Pero, masasanay ka din kasi, why? Bakit siya ganyan? Kasi remember, yung formula ng potential is wala siyang absolute, right? Wala siyang ganito. So ibig sabihin, if you're going to substitute positive dito sa Q, then positive din yung potential, tama ba? So ibig sabihin, habang lumalayo ka nagiging less positive siya, becoming less positive habang lumalayo ka. Kasi nga lumalaki yung R. Becoming less positive. Gets ba? Becoming less positive. Then kapag naman lumalapit ka sa kanya, syempre nagde-decrease yung R, nagiging it becomes becoming more positive. Okay, becoming more positive. Sa negative naman, baliktad. Okay? Sa pag negative naman, papalapit ka sa kanya, lumilit yung R, so ibig sabihin lumalaki yung pagiging negative. So ibig sabihin, it becomes more negative. So dahil mas nagiging negative siya, mas lumiliit yung value, no? Becoming more negative. Okay, dito naman, pag papalayo ka naman sa kanya, becoming less negative naman siya. So ibig sabihin, tumataas. Okay? So yan yung behavior. Malinaw ba? Okay, so that is the behavior. Now, kung titignan mo naman yung interaction, let's say, the potential energy of the system. Okay, potential energy ng system. So let's say meron tayong positive, positive, or negative, negative. Like, like charges. Okay, like charges. Ano yung behavior ng potential energy naman nila? Okay, so yung potential energy naman yan is, kung titignan mo to, so dahil positive, positive, negative, negative, so magiging positive to. Right? So ibig sabihin, kung positive siya, then habang lumalaki yung R, nagiging less positive siya. So ibig sabihin, ito yung behavior kapag like charges. So ibig sabihin, habang naglalayo yung dalawang charges, lumiliit yung potential energy. Then sa infinity, zero na yung potential energy. Ibig sabihin, wala na silang interaction. Okay? Then kapag sobrang lapit ng dalawang like charges, tumataas yung potential energy. Okay? Baliktad naman kapag unlike charges, positive, negative. So ang behavior naman yan is ganito. Hindi ko ito napakita sa iyo. Okay, so potential energy, then the distance. Kapag naman ganyan, if this is the origin, if ito yung origin, if dito natin i-define yung zero potential energy, okay, ano naman yung magiging graph niya? Si magiging graph nito is, pag nag-substitute ka dito, positive, negative, or negative, positive, negative to. Always negative. Okay, so pag lumaki yung R, nagiging, less negative. Then pag lumilit yung R, nagiging more negative. So ibig sabihin, ganito yung behavior. Okay, ganito yung behavior. Okay, so ibig sabihin sa infinity, 0 pa rin. Sabihin parang wala na silang interaction. Okay, and then habang naglalapit yung positive and negative, so nagiging weak yung interaction nila. Hindi, nagiging less yung potential energy, sorry. Hindi yung interaction, yung potential energy. Kasi nagiging more negative. Okay? Nagiging more negative sila. Okay, so that is the behavior. May tanong ka so far?
Tabang. Wala naman.
Ano yun? Okay, sige. So again, if mag-consider tayo ng systems of particles, again, for charge Q, or small charge Q, and isang charge lang dito, let's say Q0. Okay, Q0. So the potential energy will be, madali lang, K, Q, Q0, over their distance R. Okay? However, if paramihin ko yung charges, let's say Q1, let's say this is Q sub 2, Q sub 3, paramihin ko sila, no? Q sub 2, Q sub 3, Q sub 4, and so on. Okay, and so on. Ano yung magiging total potential energy sa location na 'to? Ipag-a-add mo lang lahat 'yan kasi scalar lang sila. So if ipag-add mo lahat 'yan, magka-come up ka sa ganito. Summation, okay, of each individual potential energies. Okay? So each potential energy. So from I is equal to 1 until n kung ilan sila. Kung ilan silang particles. Ngayon, dahil yung bawat isa sa kanila is isang particle lang naman 'to, eh. Tapos ito marami. So ibig sabihin, yung potential energy, bawat isa is, K, Q sub I, okay, tapos Q0 over R. So ibig sabihin, substitute mo lang, ang potential energy will be the sum from I is equal to 1 until kung ilan sila, no? Tas K, Q sub I, Q0 over R. Okay, R sub I. Kasi may kanya-kanya silang distance, eh. O, ito R1, no? Ito
Tabang.
naman R sub 2. Ito naman R sub 3. Also, you have R sub 4, right? So, kanya-kanya sila. So, hindi pare-parehas ng R. Okay, so this is indeed the potential energy. Or you could also factor out KQ0 kasi wala naman siyang I. Kumbaga, hindi siya kasama sa summation. So, ibig sabihin, from I is equal to 1 up to the number of particles n. So, Q sub I over R sub I. So, this is the total, okay, the total potential energy. Okay, wait. Okay, wait lang. Okay, balik tayo. So, sige. Saan na ba tayo? Okay, what if, ito naman, no? Okay, so ano naman yung potential sa location na yan? Okay, so let's say, tanggalin ko yung charge na yan. Again, present yung potential without any charges, okay, around, no? So, ngayon, ano naman yung potential sa location na yan? Okay, so madali lang. We have V is equal to, again, sum ng individual potential due to each charges. Okay? So, gets ba? Kumbaga parang, you can imagine this V sub I as the potential due to ith particle. Gets ba? Due to the ith particle, no? So, bawat isa sa kanila may potential na kinukos, no? So, yung potential na yon is equal to K QI over yung distance mo sa kanya, R sub I. So, ibig sabihin, yung total potential will be the sum from I is equal to 1 up to N and K QI over R sub I. Okay, so this is the total potential. Okay, this is the total potential. Total potential. Okay. So that is the total potential. Now, to summarize, okay, kung isa-summarize natin, so we have for one charge only, due to one charge, okay, meron tayong U or in general na lang. So in general, for N charges, okay, for N charges, okay, interacting to Q0, so the total potential energy will be the sum from I is equal to 1 up to N K QI Q0 over R sub I. Okay, and then for N charge, the total potential naman, total potential due to N charges is V is equal to the sum from I is equal to 1 up to N K QI over R sub I. Okay, gets ba? So yan yung for N charges. Okay, so kumbaga i-add mo lang sila lahat. No, i-add mo lang sila lahat. Okay, how about the electric potential difference? Okay, so how about the potential? Nga pala, may tanong ka so far. Okay, may tanong ka dito. Okay, so paano naman for potential difference, kumbaga parang ine-extend na natin, no? Ine-extend na natin yung understanding natin. Okay, and for potential differences tuloy. Okay, potential difference, VAB. So let's say you have V sub A and V sub B here. And again, nag-exist yung potential without any charges na present sa region na to. Okay, and so far wala tayong pake kung anong charge yung nagko-cause ng potential na to. Okay, basta nag-exist siya, nandyan siya. Okay, so now, ang difference nito will be VA minus V sub B, and we will define this as VAB. Okay, so potential difference or what we also call the voltage. Okay, and syempre yung voltage na yan is meron ding SI unit na volts or capital V. Okay, so yan yung SI unit niya. Okay, so paano ba natin dine-define yung potential difference? So yung potential is defined as the potential energy per unit charge basis, right? So yun yung definition natin. Now, what if kunin natin yung difference? Ano yung magiging definition? So remember, VAB is also equal to, well, yung VA and VB is equal sa UA over Q0 minus U sub B over Q0. So if gawin natin to, magiging equal siya sa 1 over Q0 and then negative U sub B minus U sub A. So hindi ko na masyadong i-detail. Okay, so UB minus UA, if yung particle is mag-move siya from point A to point B, okay, magkaroon siya ng movement from point A to point B, no? So ibig sabihin magkakaroon ng work done yung electric field, right? Kasi may nag-exist na electric field, okay, sa region na 'to, no? And kung ano yung kung ang potential niya is VA, UA naman yung potential energy nung charge na present diyan kung meron, Q0. Dito naman, magiging potential energy naman ng system dito is U sub B. Okay, so ibig sabihin, pag nag-move yung particle from point A to point B, the work done will be UB minus UA, then negative. So magiging work over Q0. And this is another definition of the voltage or electric potential. So we define the potential difference as the work done per unit charge. Okay, work done per unit charge. So let's say yung nagmo-move na charge na to is 2 coulombs. Tapos yung potential difference ng point A and point B is, let's say, VAB is equal to 5 volts. So if mag-move yung Q0 from point A to point B, the work done will be Q0 times VAB. So equal siya sa 2 coulombs times 5 volts. So magiging sagot is 10 joules. So ibig sabihin, magkakaroon siya ng 10 joules of work per unit charge. Okay, gets ba? So 10 joules of work per unit charge, no? So ganyan na. Hindi pala per unit charge, sorry. 10 joules of, hindi. 10 joules of work done on the 2 coulomb charge. Kasi 2 coulomb yung nilagay mo. So 2 coulomb siya. Kasi ano ba yung voltage niya? 5 volts. So ibig sabihin that is 5 joules per coulomb. So ibig sabihin, yung electric field is nagko-cause ng work done na 5 joules of work per coulomb. Gets ba? Okay, per coulomb. No? So 5 joules of work per coulomb. 2 coulombs yung dumaan. O ibig sabihin, ang total is 10 joules. Okay? So yan yung ibig sabihin ng potential difference, no? And another way to calculate, okay, ang tawag dito, another way to calculate the potential difference is using the following way, no? So potential difference, again, work done is equal to the integral of F dot dl. So dot product, right? So it's dot product. And ilalagay natin siya dito. Okay, so pag nilagay natin siya dyan, VAB now is equal to 1 over Q0 and then integral of F dot dl. Okay, F dot dl. Now, ipasok mo siya dyan, magiging F over Q0 dot dl. Okay, dot dl. So remember, electric field, right, is defined as force per unit charge. So ibig sabihin, potential difference or voltage is equal to the integral of E dot dl. Okay, and for uniform electric field, tapos kumbaga parang one dimension, kumbaga for x, for y, parang gano'n. Okay, in one dimension. Okay, in one dimension. So restrict natin para di tayo mahirapan. So the potential difference will be electric field times the distance between A and B. Kumbaga parang kung ito yung A and B, so, point A and point B, so ibig sabihin merong potential dito, potential A, potential sa B, so ibig sabihin meron siyang potential difference. Okay, potential difference. And paano natin maka-calculate yung potential difference? So aalamin mo muna ano yung electric field between them. And let's say yung electric field is to the right. Let's say to the right. So pag malaman mo yung magnitude ng electric field na yan, and yung distance between A and B, malalaman mo na ano yung voltage or the potential difference. Okay, malalaman mo na to. Gets ba? Okay, so malalaman mo na siya. So A times D lang. So galing siya sa formula na to. Okay, so kumaga, meron ka bang questions so far? Okay, so kumaga parang ni-recall lang natin and also some additional remarks. Okay, of what if we have n system of charges and yung alin? Paano naging smooth? Parang gano'n 'no? Hindi, halimbawa, hindi kung ano naman kasi kung system of charges, ano 'to, this is a discrete distribution. Yan yung una, may discrete distribution. Okay, discrete distribution 'to. However, meron din tayong continuous distribution, right? Okay, yun yung pupuntahan natin ngayon, continuous distribution. Continuous distribution. Okay, ito yung next stop natin. Distribution. O paano naman yung continuous distribution? Let's say we have a continuous charge. So pipili na naman tayo ng small region dito. Small square. Then ang charge nito is dq, right? So ganyan palaging ginagawa natin. So ano yung potential sa point na to? Okay, so remember this is tawag dito, continuous distribution. So ibig sabihin, if ang distance nito is r, okay, if ang distance nito is r, okay, r siya. So that means potential now, or dv muna. So the infinitesimal potential will be k dq over r. Okay, or this will become total potential will be equal to, so syempre isasum mo lahat ng dq. Lahat ng dq infinite. So ibig sabihin gagamit ka ng integral. Okay, so k dq over r. Okay, and so far we are dealing with three types of distributions. Okay, types of distributions. So tatlo yan, i-recall natin. So una dyan is yung line of charge. And remember, for a line of charge, meron siyang tinatawag na linear charge density. Okay, and then we have the area of charge. So, meron tayong area charge density na sigma. Okay, and then number 3, meron tayong volume charge. Volume of charge. Okay, and meron siyang volume charge density. So, this is linear charge density. Linear charge density. Meron din tayong area charge density. And also, meron din tayong volume charge density. And recall natin yung mga forms nila, no? So, lambda is equal to Q over total length L, or pwede ding equal siya sa dQ over dL, right? So, yung sigma naman is equal sa area, charge per unit area. So, we have Q over A, and also equal siya sa dQ over dA. Okay, and also we have rho, which is Q over volume, or equal siya sa dQ over dV. Okay, gets ba? So we have these three. Okay, linear charge density, area charge density, and volume charge density. Which is, ito ngayon yung i-implement natin sa integral para maging solvable siya. Okay, para maging solvable siya. O sige, mag-deal tayo sa mga problems. Okay, so example number 1. Example number 1. Hindi. Siguro bago pala yon, mag-consider muna tayo ng parang system ng parallel plate capacitor. Pero i-discuss natin yun soon. Okay, yung parallel plate capacitor. But ang gagawin muna natin ngayon is mag-deal tayo sa ganitong system para magamit natin lahat yung formula kanina. Okay, so for example, we have a plate. Okay, left plate, positive. Okay, positive plate. And also, we have another plate, which is negative. Okay, negative plate. So, negative. Okay, so negative plate. And then also, may nag-exist na electric field between them. So, the electric field is going in that direction. Okay, so drawing natin electric field going that direction. Hindi pantay. Kailangan magpantay yung sa positive and negative. Okay. Laser natin. Perfectin natin siya. Okay, so ito yung electric field. Okay, na nag-exist between these two plates. Okay? Soon, malalaman mo na meron pang fringing yan. Yung ganito. Okay, sa labas. So, meron pa siyang fringing. Pero tsaka na yan. Okay, so that is the electric field between them. And this is uniform. Okay, uniform electric field. Okay, and ibig sabihin ng uniform electric field is the electric field is the same everywhere, at every location. Okay, between these two plates, no? Positive and negative plate respectively. And let's say meron tayong charge Q0 that wants to move from left to right. Okay, nag-move siya from left to right. Pero syempre, ang una munang natural question is that ano yung force na nararanasan niya if this charge is positive charge? So yung force na nararanasan niya, okay, punta siya sa right, no? So bakit sa right? Kasi ire-repel siya ng positive and i-attract siya ng negative. Or, remember, pag positive, the force exerted by the electric field is in the same direction as the electric field itself. Okay? So ibig sabihin, kung to the right yung electric field, to the right din yung force na mararanasan niyo. Kasi nga positive siya. Kasi nga positive siya. Okay, so, okay. Ayan. So, positive siya. Okay, next is, okay, diyan papunta yung force, F. So, ibig sabihin, mag-move siya to the right. Okay, itutulak siya ng electric field papunta dito sa right. Drawing tayo ng path. Ngayon, ang gagawin natin is that there are 2 points here. Point A, which is dito. Point A. Dito naman yung point B. Okay, point A and also point B. So, ibig sabihin, merong potentials dito sa point A, dito sa positive plate, at meron din potentials sa negative plate, B sa B. Ngayon, para ang mangyari is maging okay yung calculation natin. Since sa positive, we are assured na sa positive is high potential. Remember, pag lumalapit ka sa positive, nagiging mataas yung potential. So, ibig sabihin, sa positive itself, it's high potential. Then sa negative naman is low potential. Okay? So, positive is high potential. Oo. Tapos yung negative is low potential. Okay. Ngayon, para hindi tayo ma-confuse, no, or maging okay yung calculation natin, ilagay natin yung origin dito sa negative. Dito natin siya ilalagay. So, ibig sabihin, kung dyan natin ilalagay yung negative, yung origin, ibig sabihin yung potential energy ng system pag dyan is 0 dyan, or the potential is 0 at that location. So, ibig sabihin, V sub B is automatically 0. 0 volts. Malinaw? Okay, kasi dyan natin siya lilagay. If ilagay natin yung origin dito sa gitna, o dyan naman yung 0 volts, magkakaroon ng value to at saka ito. Yun nga lang, sure tayo na mas mataas to compared dito. Okay, yon. No, pero lagay na natin yung 0 sa right. Okay, sa negative. Okay, na-define na natin siya. Okay, ang gawin muna natin ngayon is ano yung potential energy? What is the force muna? What is the force exerted by the electric field on the charge Q0? So, if yung electric field is 0.5 newtons per coulomb, tapos the charge itself is 0.02 coulombs, tapos yung ano pa, yung distance between A and B. Okay, sa may lalagay. Dito na lang. Okay, the distance between A and B or between the two terminals is D. Okay, which is ilagay natin na 0.5 meters. Okay, so ang tanong is ano yung force exerted by the electric field on the charge? So yung force is, remember, we define electric field as force per unit charge. Okay, so that means force exerted by the electric field is equal to Q0 times E. Okay, and yung Q0 is 0.02 coulombs. And then the electric field is 0.5 newtons per coulomb. Ano yung force exerted by the electric field on the charge? 0.02 times 0.5 times 0.01. 0.01 newtons. Okay? So 0.01 newtons. So ito pa ngayon. Okay, so this is the force. Define natin to. Force exerted by the electric field on charge Q0. Okay? We charge Q0. Okay, now, next is letter B. Letter B. So what is the potential energy of the system if nasa A yung particle, yung charge, and if nasa B naman siya? Okay, so calculate natin. U is equal to negative Q0 E. Tapos, i-define natin yung right as positive x-axis. And since nandito yung origin sa right, ibig sabihin kung ito yung positive x-axis, ibig sabihin behind, it's negative x-axis. Tama ba? Negative x. Kasi nasa left ng origin. Okay, so that means this one is x is equal to 0. Tapos yung nandito is x is equal to negative d. Tama ba? Okay, kasi d yung distance eh. O kung ito yung origin, 0 yan. Tapos yung nandito sa left, it's negative d. Okay, kasi nasa left siya ng origin. Okay, so alam na natin. Okay, so meron tayong, lagyan ko ng label. Mali, ba't hindi ko nilagyan? So this is x sub A, and this is x sub B. Okay, so lagay natin. So this is x sub A, and then equals siya sa negative Q0, which is 0.02 coulombs. Electric field, 0.5 newtons per coulomb, times x sub A, which is negative D, or negative 0.5 meters. Gets mo ba? 0.5 meters. Tapos yung electric field to the right. To the right yung electric field. So, ibig sabihin positive siya. Kaya positive to. Kung nagkataon na yung electric field to the left, negative yung ilalagay mo dyan. Okay? So, saan ngayon yan equal? What is U sub A? Ano yung potential energy ng system if yung particle is nasa point A? So, 0.02 times 0.5 times 0. Para sa 0.5, no? So, ang sagot is 0. Positive kasi negative, negative, positive eh. So, positive 0.25 joules. Okay, so cancel coulombs. Ang matitira Newton meter or joules. Okay, so how about U sub B? So U sub B is negative Q0 E x sub B. So equal yan sa 0.02 coulombs times 0.5 newtons per coulomb. So, ops, yung x sub B is 0 meters, right? 0. 0 siya. So, ibig sabihin, this is 0. 0 joules. Okay? So, yan yung mga potential energies. So, kunin na natin yung potential difference. Letter C. So, what is the potential difference? So, what is the potential difference or voltage between A and B? A and B. Okay, so VAB is equal to VA minus V sub B. So, ilagay ko na yung mga values nila. Yung V sub A is, hindi. Yung V sub A is U sub A over Q0, right? Minus U sub B over Q0. So, factor out mo lang yung Q0. 1 over Q0, QA minus U sub B. Okay, and then ilagay mo na 1 over Q0. Q0 is 0.02 coulombs. Tapos yung U sub A is 0.25 joules. Then yung U sub B is dahil nandun na siya sa origin, it's 0. Anong sagot dito? So the potential difference is 0.25 divided by 0.02. Anong sagot mo? Okay, 12.5. So 12.5 joules per coulomb or volts. Okay, so this is the potential difference. Okay, or pwede mo naman din siya i-calculate na VAB is equal to E times T. So what is the electric field? The electric field is 0.5 newtons per coulomb. Tapos yung distance is 0.5 meters. Anong sagot dito? 0.5 times 0.5. The answer is... Ay, hindi pala 0.5. May tama, no? Ang distance is 0.5. May 0.5 din yung electric field. Ay, okay. Bakit? Ano nangyari? What happened? Okay, 0.02 times 0.5 times 0.5. Ay, sorry. Mali pala to. This is 0.005, right? Or 0.005 joules. Okay. So, ayan. Okay, and then 0.005 pala to. Hindi tayo. Nagkulang lang tayo ng na multiply. Okay, ano kayong sagot? Divided by 0.02. The answer is 0.25 volts pala. Mali tayo. So 0.25 volts. Ngayon, if i-work out natin to 0.5 times 0.5, another formula for potential difference or voltage. So magkakama up tayo sa 0.25 volts ulit. Which is magmamatch dito. Right? Yan, nag-match. No? So nag-match yung answer. And dapat naman talaga. Kasi kung hindi, may mali sa ginawa mo. Okay, so far may tanong ka sa ano natin, sa example. Okay, sige. So, ano pa ba? Ano pa bang kukunin? Okay, mukhang wala na. Sige, punta tayo sa continuous charge or sa discrete charge. Let's say, a discrete charge example, no? Okay, discrete charge. So let's say we have two charges. Okay, two charges. And then, nandito yung field point. No? So, tawagin natin itong C. Then, tawagin natin itong point B. Tapos ito is point A. Okay, so let's connect them. Okay, so ang distance nito is B. Ay, yung distance is meron specific distance yan. Bigyan natin mamaya. Tapos, yung A naman, ang distance na mula dito is This is the distance. And then another one, distance. Okay, and then also, may distance din to. And also this. Right, nagigets mo ba? Okay, so yan yung mga distances. So una is, ang distance nito is 4 centimeter. Okay, tapos ito is 6 centimeters. And this one is 4 centimeters again. Okay, and also we have 13.0 centimeters. Tapos isa naman is ganun din, 13.0 centimeters. So ano bang tawag dito? Isosceles triangle, no? So equal yung dalawang ano. And then also, ano pa ba? Okay, yan lang. Meron tong charge Q1 and charge Q sub 2. Okay, so ano yung mga charges na yan? So yung mga charges na yan is Q1 is equal to positive 12 nanocoulombs. Q sub 2 is negative 12 nanocoulombs. Okay, so kumpleto na natin, no? And then also, tawagin ko tong itong 4 na to, tawagin ko tong R sub B. Okay, ito naman is R sub 1C, R sub 2C, then R sub 1A. Ito naman R sub 1, R sub 2B. Okay. So, ayan yung dalawa. Ay, A pala, sorry. Bakit B? Ito. Okay, ano pa ba? Okay, yan lang, no? Okay, so may name na sila lahat, and then ang gawin natin is, what is the total potential at this location? Okay, yun lang yung question natin. So, unahin muna natin yung V sub, okay, total potential is equal to the sum of I is equal to 1 of N of K Q sub I over R sub I. Okay. So next is, lagay na natin. Okay, so summation of I is equal to 1. Ay, hindi. Siguro expand ko na. 'Di ba magiging ano to, up to 3 kasi tatlong particles lang yung meron sa system. Okay, na nagko-cause ng potential around, no? So tatlo. So ibig sabihin we have K and then Q1 over R1 is Q sub 2 over R sub 2 plus Q sub 3 over R sub 3. Yan. So, yan na lahat sila. Okay. So, ang gagawin natin is, ano muna, potential sa C. Sa C muna. So, potential at C. And the potential pala at A. Tama ba? Ay, hindi. Dalawa lang pala yung particles, sorry. 1 and 2. So, ibig sabihin hanggang 2 lang to. Pinadami ko. Hanggang 2 lang. Okay, so hanggang dalawa lang sila. Okay, so what is the potential at A muna? So potential at point A. Okay, so again, dalawa sila. Okay, dalawa sila and, from that, ano yung distance ng point A from Q1 and point A from Q2? Okay, so yun yung R1 and R2. Kaya magiging K Q1, ang distance ni Q1 from point A is R1A. E di lagay mo R1A plus, Q sub 2 over R sub 2A. Okay, ayan. So ayan na, nalagay na natin lahat. Okay, so ibig sabihin equal siya sa 8.99 times 10 raised to 9 Newton meter squared per coulomb squared. And then after that, Q1 is equal to, ano ba yung Q1? 12 nanocoulombs. So 12 nano or 12 times 10 raised to negative 9 coulombs. Q sub 2 is, ganun din, negative 12. So negative 12 naman to times 10 raised to negative 9 coulombs. Ay, bakit ko pinagdikit? Sorry, mali. Minus pala yan. All over R1A. Ang R1A is 6 centimeters. So pag 6 centimeters, you have 1, 2. So 0.06. Okay, 0.06 meters. And then minus or plus. Okay, plus, okay, yung isa naman, Q sub 2, which is ito, over, R2A. Okay, which is 4 centimeters. Okay, 4 centimeters. Okay, ano kayong sagot dito? Nga, try me calculate. What is the answer? Point A. Ay, ano pala siya, no? Centimeter, no? Ito pala dapat, sorry, 4 centimeter. Or 0.04. Mali. 0.04 centimeters. Ay, meters. Okay, so anong sagot? Answer ka na? Hindi mo lang. Ano kaya? Okay, negative 899. 899. Wala ng point yun? Okay, negative 819 joules. Okay, nice. Ay, volts. Sorry. Okay. Yun. 899 volts. Okay, so potential at B. At B. Okay, so ganun din. We have V is equal to K. Yun caused by Q1 over dalawa ulit yan, no? Then over R1 plus Q sub 2 over R sub 2. Okay, that's it, no? And then ano ba yung R1 and R2? Okay, yung R1 bago na yan kasi iba na yung point B. O, Q1 over R1. Ang R1 is sa B, it's 4 centimeters, yung R sa B. Okay, and then plus Q sub 2 over. Okay, ano ba yung R sub 2? So, ang distance niya from Q sub 2 is marami. Marami, no? 4 plus 6 plus 4. Tama ba? Okay, so ibig sabihin you have RB plus R1A plus R2A. Ayan. So, pagdudugtongin mo lahat yan. Okay, so yan yung total distance ng point B, okay, sa Q sub 2. So, ibig sabihin, K is 8.99 times 10 raised to 9 Newton meter squared per coulomb squared. Tapos, you have Q1, which is 12 times 10 raised to 9, negative 9 coulombs, all over R sub B. Ang R sub B is 4 centimeters or 0.0412 meters. And then plus okay, negative 12 times 10 raised to negative 9 coulombs all over. So R sub B is 0.04 meters plus R1A is 0.06 meters. So plus 4 centimeters ulit, 0.04 meters. Okay, so ano kaya ang answer? Sige nga, try mo. Ang haba din, no? Mm-hmm. 1,100 o 1,926.4 volts. Okay, yun. And also, you can show na also yung potential sa C is indeed equal to, tingnan mo same distance, right? Same charges, 12 and negative 12. Anong hula mo? What is B sub C? Same distance. Di ba yung C is 13 centimeter from Q1? C is also 13 centimeter from Q sub 2. Tapos yung Q1 and Q2 are opposite charges and equal. Ano yung potential sa C? Okay, 0 volts. Kasi magka-cancel. Sigurado. Pero pwede mo ipakita in calculation. Okay na 0 talaga siya. Okay, gets ba? Ah, sige, sige. Proceed tayo. Ito tayo sa okay. So ganito, no? So if ah maglagay ako ng point charge dito. Let's say maglagay ako ng positive 4 nanocoulomb charge. Dito, positive 4 nanocoulomb charge dito. Ay, hindi, sa B. Okay, maglagay ako sa B ng positive 4 nanocoulomb charge dito. Dito din, isin ko. Positive 4 nanocoulomb charge sa C and positive 4 nanocoulomb charge sa A dito. Ano yung magiging potential energy associated sa 4 nanocoulomb charge? Okay, so ang mangyayari dito sa C ay sa A, so UA is equal to again Q0 galing sa formula na to. V is defined as potential energy per unit charge, right? So ibig sabihin Q0 times VA, no? So ibig sabihin equal siya sa Q0 which is 4 nanocoulomb charge. So meron kang 4 times 10 raised to negative 9 coulombs times V sub A. Yung V sub A na calculate natin, it's negative 899. So negative 899 volts. Okay, so ibig sabihin, yung potential energy associated sa 4 nanocoulomb charge, pag lilagay natin siya sa point A, will be, ano siya, 899. Ano magiging sagot? So magiging answer natin is negative, ano? Sige nga, try mo. Okay, negative 3.596. 596 or 60, no? Times 10 raised to negative 6. Okay? Coulomb volts or joules. Okay? So, pag nilagay ko naman yung 4 nanocoulomb charge sa point B, dito, ano naman yung magiging potential energy associated sa kanya? So, Q0 times V sub B is equal to 4 times 10 raised to negative 9 coulombs times, ano yun? Ilan yan? 1926.4. So, 1926.4 volts. Anong sagot? Ano yan? Sorry? 7.7056. So, 7.71 times 10 raised to negative 6 joules. O yung isa madali lang, U sub C. So it's equal to Q sub 0 times V sub C. But because of symmetry, 4 times 10 raised to negative 9 coulombs times 0 volts na siya, no, by symmetry. So equal na to sa 0 joules. Okay, so nice. Alam mo na, pag naglagay tayo ng charge sa isang point na merong potential, magkakaroon ngayon ng potential energy associated sa particle na yun or dun sa system. Okay? Ayan. Ano pa ba? Okay, again, itong ano na to, itong the zero potential energy and zero potential is defined to be at infinity. Gets ba? Okay, sa infinity sila. Kumbaga parang ganun. Pero hindi naman sa parang origin. Kumbaga, parang if yung dalawang particles is meron silang infinite distance. Infinite distance sila. The potential will approach zero. So, ibig sabihin, no interaction. Pag sobrang layo na nila. No interaction for particles that are very far apart. Okay? So pag sobrang layo nila, r is equal to infinity, parang wala na silang interaction. Hindi na sila nag-interact. So the potential there is zero. And since work is equal to negative change in the potential energy, okay, so if the particle, again, ito so if the particle, kasi kailangan mag-make sense itong mga values na nakuha natin. Ano ba ibig sabihin nito? Okay? So, if the particle moves from infinity to point A, B, or C, or C, okay? The work done will be okay, okay, so the work done will be, so work A is equal to negative U infinity, right? Minus UA. Gets ba? Kasi galing siya sa infinity eh. Okay? So, let's say, ito yung point, right? Ito yung point. Then, ang distance ng point na yan is, paano ba? So, ang distance ng point na yan from infinity. Ayun nga, kumbaga parang, okay, yun nga. Dinedefine nga natin na parang origin yung infinity, no? Na kung saan magzi-zero yung potential energy or potential. So, if ito yung point, and this is the infinity, right? Yan yung malayo. Then the particle moves at any path. Okay, papunta dyan sa point na yan. Okay, so the potential at infinity is always zero, tama ba? And also the potential, it will be zero. Gets ba? Okay, magiging zero siya. So, ibig sabihin, this is the initial, and this is the final. Okay, pwede siyang VA, ay pwede siyang UA, or U sub B, or U sub C. Okay? So, either dyan, no? Kung saan siya papunta. So, in this case, if mag-move siya from infinity to point A, so ibig sabihin, meron kang U infinity minus UA, and since zero siya sa infinity, so magkakaroon tayo ng 0 minus UA, so magiging U sub A. Tama ba? So, ibig sabihin, yung U sub A dito, this is exactly equal to the work done kung mag-move yung particle from infinity to point A. So, kung mag-move siya from infinity to point A, the work done will be negative 3.60 times 10 raised to negative 6 joules. Gets ba? Okay, so yan yung work done. Okay, that is the work done. So next is, ano naman yung work done from infinity to point B? If mag-move siya from infinity to point B. So, meron tayo negative U infinity minus U sub B. Ganun din. It's U sub B. Ibig sabihin, U sub B dito will be the work done if mag-move siya from infinity to point B. So, ibig sabihin, 7.71 times 10 raised to negative 6 joules. Okay? And if mag-move siya sa point C, from infinity to point C, ano yung magiging work done? So, U infinity minus U sub C. Ano sagot? U sub C, di ba? Which is 0. 0, right? So, ibig sabihin, if mag-move yung particle from infinity to point C, ano siya? Magkakaroon tayo ng 0 net work done. Gets ba? 0 net work done. Kasi nga, dahil dito, kasi same charges but opposite sign. Okay? Ito ay mga net work done. Gets ba? Net work done if the particle comes from infinity. Hindi yung particle na to, ibang particle, let's say Q0. So manggaling siya sa infinity dito sa malayo, tapos mag-move any path. Okay, any path. Mag-move siya sa point C, or mag-move siya papuntang point P, or mag-move siya papuntang point A. Gets ba? Okay, so ito yung mga network done if the particle comes from infinity. Or hindi naman literal na infinity, very far away. Gets ba? Very far away. Very far away. Large R, large distance. Okay, so sige. Questions ka so far, no? Dito? Okay, wala na. Sige, again, no? So sobrang dami pang pwede mapag-usapan dito sa potential and potential energy. Kasi madalas ito yung nakaka-confuse. Kasi nga origin dependent sila. Even though, again, the potential and potential energy are both origin dependent. Okay. The potential difference and also the change in potential energy and thus the work done are all origin independent. Gets ba? Okay, so to better summarize that, U and V are origin dependent and thus no unique value. No unique value. Okay, and then yung delta U, however, delta U, delta V, and work done, kasi nga yung work done is equal to the negative change in the potential energy, are all um are all origin independent. Okay, gets ba? So yan. So lahat sila ay origin independent. Okay, so palagi natin siyang tatandaan. Okay, ano pa ba? Ano pa ba? Again, no? Tingnan natin kung ano pa yung nagme-make sense. Okay. So let's say we want to calculate. Okay? We want to, na-derive na natin to kanina pero try natin dito. So we want to calculate. Okay. We want to calculate or pag sinabi ko palaging origin, no? Automatic pag sinabi kong origin, this is automatic. This is where we define U and V to be 0. Okay, or this is where we choose, no? We choose another word, U and V to be 0. Okay, pag sinasabi ko palaging origin, diyan ko palaging pinipili na mag-0 yung U at saka V. Gets ba? Palaging diyan, no? Pag sinabi ko, okay, this is the origin. Automatic, dapat kung yan yung sinasabi kong origin, okay, diyan ko dinedefine na mag-0 tong dalawang to. Okay, so palaging diyan ko siya dinedefine. Okay, so ngayon, we want to calculate the potential at a point from the charge capital Q. Okay, so let's say this is Q. Okay, charge Q. Tapos, ito yung point kung saan mo gusto i-calculate yung potential. Okay, and again, alam na natin yan. K, Q, over R. Like, madali na lang siya. No? Madali na lang siya. Or, pwede mo rin siya isulat na 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught Q over R. Okay, so like yan na siya, no? Okay, let's try to derive. Okay, itong equation na to. Okay, sa mas magandang paraan, no? Wait lang. Okay, so para magawa natin siya, kailangan muna natin na pumili kung saan magzi-zero yung potential, no? And again, pipiliin natin siya, the potential. So we choose the potential to be 0 at infinity. At r is equal to infinity. Okay? So, if mangyari yan, the potential difference, then, the potential difference will be VAB is equal to VA minus V sub B. Okay? Ngayon, i-define ko tong point na to as point B. Okay, point A. Okay, point A to. Tapos yung sa infinity, i-define ko siya na point B. So, ibig sabihin, yung point B is nasa R is equal to infinity. Gets ba? Okay, tapos ito naman is nasa R. Okay, ang distance nito is R. Okay, this is R. And of course, this is yung distance is infinity, no? Okay, so if ito yung i-define ko, again, at infinity, the potential or potential energy will be 0. Okay, dyan ko siya i-define na 0. Okay, sa B. Sa B. Okay? Dito naman sa A. Ito naman is A. Makakalculate ko lang yung V sub A if ganito yung technique na gagawin ko. Okay, so ibig sabihin, VAB now will be, again, ang potential sa B is 0. Kasi nga nasa infinity siya. We define na yung infinity, yung potential sa infinity must be 0. So therefore, V sub B will be 0. At yung sa V sub A, i-define ko siya na letter V na lang. Kasi may value siya dyan. At hindi na kailangan ng subscript. Okay? Kasi nag-iisa lang naman siya. So V minus 0. Gets ba? Okay? So now, VAB now will be equal to V. Right? And recall, VAB is equal to the integral of E dot DL. Okay? From A to B. Gets ba? Yan yung kanina, di ba? Yung formula natin for potential difference. So, VAB now is equal to A is point A, no? Which is, ano ba yung distance niya from the charge? It's R. Okay, so R to. At ano yung distance ng B from the charge? It's infinity, right? Infinity. At ano yung electric field? Remember, the electric field is equal to, remember, the electric field is K, tapos Q, right? Over R squared, R hat. Why? Kasi yung electric field nito is, again, this is the R hat. Ito siya, na kung naaalala mo. Yan yung R hat, di ba? Okay, tas may electric field ka. Correct? Okay, yan yung electric field. So, ilalagay mo siya dito. And also, yung DL is magiging R na lang din siya. DR. Okay, so yung DL, de-define mo ngayon siya na DR R hat. Okay, DR is yung maliit. Ito siya. Okay, yan yung DR. At ang direction din niya is R hat. Same lang. Okay, so ibig sabihin, magiging K Q over R squared R hat times DR R hat. Okay, dot product to dot product. At ida-dot product lang natin yung mga vectors. So, labas natin yung mga hindi vectors. Okay, Q over R squared, then dr. Tapos, ang vector lang is R hat dot R hat. Okay, at ano to? That is 1. Kasi parallel yan. They are parallel. At at meron kang parallel vectors, 1 yung dot product niyan. So, ibig sabihin, R infinity KQ over R squared dr. Gets ba? Okay, so mangyayari, para magamit mo yung power rule, so gawin mo siyang K times Q, R to infinity, R raised to negative 2 dr. Okay, tapos gamitin mo yung power rule, KQ, tapos magkakaroon ka ng R raised to negative 1, kasi plus 1, di ba? Over negative 1. Kung naalala mo pa mag-power rule, yan, negative 1. Right? Then from R to infinity. Tapos, ang gawin mo is, negative na siya, negative KQ. Tapos, magkakaroon ka ng 1 over R from R to infinity. And by the fundamental theorem of calculus, so negative KQ, ito, ano siya, 1 over infinity, right? 1 over infinity. Right? So, kaya ang mas valid na ano diyan, ang mas valid na technique diyan or solution, yan. Turo kita ng tama. So, limit, gamitan mo ng limit. Kasi hindi mo pwede i-substitute yung infinity eh. Hindi pwede. Hindi naman kasi yan number. So, R approaches infinity. 1 over R. Gets mo ba? Minus 1 over R. Substitute mo na yung R dito. Okay, so 1 over R. So, minus mo sila. And this is 0 kasi habang lumalaki yung R, yung denominator, ano nangyayari sa fraction? Nagiging maliit, nagiging 0 na siya. At once na maging sobrang laki na ng denominator, maging infinity, ano mangyayari sa fraction? Magiging 0. Tama ba? Okay? So ano matitira? Negative KQ times negative 1 over R. Ano magiging result? Ano magiging result? Magiging result now will be Okay, magiging result niya will be VAB, which is VAB yan, no? And VAB is V, right? So V. So equal siya sa KQ over R. Tama ba? Ibig sabihin, ang potential sa point na yon is KQ over R, which is tama. Ito siya. Right? Okay, na-derive natin. Okay, gets ba? Okay, so may questions ka so far? Okay, wala naman. Sige, tuloy natin to bukas, ha? Tuloy natin bukas ng 6 p.m. ulit. Okay, so sige. Thank you. Bye-bye. Mm.